Hey guys, it's Carthron. In this video, I will be going over 10 tips for dominating the Pokemon market and building your cardboard empire. In the background, I'll just be sifting through some bulk as I talk through this. But number one is act decisively. Often the good plays to make are extremely obvious and people spend too much time over analyzing. Don't let fear and emotions control your decision-making process. I find people in this hobby spend so much time researching and little time actually acting on their research. This is also known as analysis paralysis. Number two, I want to say buy the lull and sell the hype, but in reality, you should always be sourcing. But the easiest way to lose money is to buy cards when everyone is talking about them. Because if everyone is talking about them, that means the price is probably spiked already and it's likely going to drop soon. The real profit is made by identifying assets with long-term potential during the quiet periods. Acquire inventory months after a set's release when the initial frenzy has died down. Prismatic Evolutions is a prime example of this. Like if you bought any of the Evolution special illustration rares whenever the set first came out, you kind of got wrecked on those. And be ready to sell your cards whenever a new game, set, anniversary, or surge of nostalgia brings those cards back into the spotlight. A lot of people are scared to buy during down periods or when prices are trending down, but these are often some of the best periods of time to buy in. Just look at Paldea Evolved booster boxes. Those were going for like $90 at one point. And everyone was just super bearish on Scarlet and Violet as a whole during that time period. But anyone that just took action and started buying, like Rudy from Alpha Investments, made out like a bandit during that time. Number three, stop complaining and be accountable. Negativity is the number one obstacle to personal growth as well as business growth. You are in control of your actions. There is no one to blame but yourself. Time spent complaining is time that could have been spent listing new inventory, sourcing, or just improving your store in general. There's often a lot of negativity in the card community for Pokemon and also for Magic. I would suggest just distancing yourself from those pockets of negativity as much as possible. Try not to engage with that negative content on YouTube. Instead, follow creators that are constructive and join Discord servers that are communities where people help each other out. Number four, let data drive your decisions. The most successful sellers aren't just following YouTuber speculation. They are meticulously doing their own research to find their unique edge. For example, I sell a lot of 151 reverse hollows in my eBay store, and I discovered I can just continuously source these off of TCG Player for a repeatable and replenishable profit margin. I've also been experimenting with a lot of different ways I can move bulk lots. And I kind of just try my own thing with those. I don't really try to copy what other people are doing. I just try to find my edge in whatever ways I can. Also sell a lot of things that other people don't bother with selling, like card sleeves. Those have done well for me. Number five, your listing in your brand is the product. In online sales, the customer can't really physically inspect the card, so there's kind of a lot of trust involved in the whole selling process. Therefore, everything about your listings in your store is as vital to the product as the cardboard itself. Premium listings can command a premium price, especially on eBay. I would suggest investing in a high quality scanner like the Ricoh FI8170, or just having like a good setup for taking phone pictures. High resolution images that accurately show the card's condition are really good to have. Never use stock photos if you're selling Pokemon cards, in my opinion, because that doesn't really set you apart from the ocean of other sellers. I would also recommend being honest and meticulous about the card's condition. This builds immense trust with buyers, reduces returns, and just overall gives buyers confidence to pay a premium for whatever you're selling. I think this is part of the reason I can just consistently sell cards 30 to 100% above whatever the TCG player market price is, depending on the card. But yeah, just commit to quality and transparency and you will reap the rewards. Number 6, build a reputation, not just a sales record. Short-term profits are fleeting, but a reputation is an asset that appreciates over time. Every single transaction is an opportunity to strengthen your brand. Market domination comes from building a loyal customer base that seeks you out over other people. Treat everything about your business as part of your marketing, so use quality packaging to ensure cards arrive safely to your buyers. Communicate in a professional way. Don't be a jerk to buyers. That's not going to help you in the long term. And that word will often spread and prevent people from buying from you in the future. When issues arise, try to adopt a fair resolution mindset. Protect your long-term reputation by satisfying a customer is generally worth it. Unless you can obviously tell they're trying to scam you, that's another story then. But yeah, positive feedback and repeat customers go a long way towards building a dominant store and just standing out from other sellers. And there are a lot of other sellers out there. Number 7, diversify your Pokemon portfolio. I think everyone building a long-term reselling business in this hobby should invest some portion of their capital, especially if your time is more scarce than your money. For me personally, I've done really well holding on to some sealed Pokemon booster boxes as well as ETBs and PC ETBs, and also my PSA 10 graded Dragonite collection. Diversification is a concept in traditional markets, but I believe it can be applied to Pokemon reselling as well. You never want to really concentrate all your working capital in one area of the market. You're really putting on too much risk if you do that, as demand for different areas or types of cards is always in flux. By having a broad inventory, you also just are able to catch a lot of the moves, because there's always something moving and you'll have such a widespread inventory that you're just going to hit almost every single move that way. Also, balance your inventory across different categories, like buy sealed product to hold on for 2 to 5 years. Focus on the good sets, like recent examples 151, Prismatic, Paldean Fates, Destined Rivals. High velocity singles of popular cards from recent sets to generate consistent revenue. Buying those at 70 to 75%. Also bulk. Bulk is just a pillar of a lot of card businesses, since it's a low risk, high margin, repeatable income stream. Also, grading cards. I know a lot of people don't like grading, but you're really leaving so much margin on the table if you never grade or never learned how to grade. Like, there's been times where I sold a $20 to $50 card for 1,000 to 2,000 in a PSA 10. Obviously, that's rare, but when those opportunities arise, you really want to be able to capitalize on it. Yeah, this balanced approach ensures you'll always have something in your inventory that's appreciating and just helping you build something over the long term, as opposed to just constantly having to rely on flipping and flipping. Number 8 is huge. Using automation tools to increase your efficiency. For software, I really recommend TCG Automate. There was also Card Dealer Pro, but that's more for like sports cards. But yeah, this lets you just list super fast. In an hour, you can list up to like 1,000 cards if you're really, if you really have everything tuned in. What else is there? Card sorters. I'm not really sure about the card sorters. If you have like a really big operation, this is better. If you're just really a one-man business, I don't recommend investing in like the Roka or Fizz batch, but I don't know, it depends on your business. If you're doing a lot of like magic mass box breaks, you could potentially make it work. There's also the card mill that's coming out soon. I personally invested in the Kickstarter, so we'll see how that one goes. Number 9, staying ahead of the narrative. Card prices are driven by supply and demand, but demand is heavily influenced by community narratives and also the competitive scene. Keep your finger on the pulse by staying engaged with the community and following content creators. And then you can just, if you have your finger on the pulse, you can often anticipate market movements before they even happen. For bulk sifting, it's good to follow competitive TCG results to see which cards are popular in the gameplay, so you like know which trainers are worth pulling out, and then you can just really sift through bulk super fast if you know what's up with that. Also, pay attention to events and new game releases or like TV series, whatever. They might feature a specific character. You just really want to have a good understanding of which Pokemon are popular, so you know like which cards you should be pulling out. And number 10 is really big. I probably should have had this at number 1, but it's networking. Build a network of like-minded individuals that are working towards the same goals. You can greatly benefit by sharing ideas and experiences with each other and establish valuable business relationships. Build a group of like 5 to 10 other like-minded individuals and just create a Discord server with them. If you have a strong network, you'll have exclusive deal flow often. Like you'll be the first person people will talk to when they want to sell their collection. They know you're a serious buyer who's going to treat them fairly and pay a fair price. And often, if people know they're going to have a smooth transaction with dealing with you, they'll even accept lower prices as opposed to selling to someone else who they're not certain of. Also, having a strong network helps with information arbitrage, so you'll have like insights into the market or like know about stuff that hasn't been priced in yet, and you can often make purchases before the big price movements happen. And also just risk mitigation, like before making a big investment in something, you can run your ideas with your little friend group you've built, and they can either tell you you're an idiot or just validate your opinion. And I don't know, that just really helps. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed my 10 tips to building a cardboard empire. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.